right, my Blue Day peeps, here's what you're going to do. Today you're going to go, after you watch the video directions, your group is going to watch this video right here, which you're doing right now. Click on this. And basically what this is going to take you is to my video that's showing you this right now. So here we go. Today you guys are going to learn about some other explorers besides Columbus and Leif Erikson, who you learned about yesterday, who was the Viking. So Columbus, if you remember, he is from this little country here, not a little country, but this country in Spain in Europe. Okay. Now, Columbus sailed on behalf of Spain, and you're going to see that Spain does a lot of exploring in this area today. That's why they speak Spanish there today. And what we're going to see is that we're going to see a new explorer besides Columbus named Hernan Cortez. Okay, so Hernan Cortez has a lot of famous stories about him. He is a very famous explorer who actually is going to conquer the group we already talked about, the Aztecs. So if you look at this map right here, you can see Spain, right? Look how many voyages they made to the New World. So they are making a ton of voyages, especially in the Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, all those areas, okay? They are really exploring once Columbus gets back and spreads the word that there's a bunch of new land to start scouting. So this guy, Hernan Cortez, here's what he did. Basically, Hernan Cortez was stationed over here in the Caribbean, in Hispaniola, and he takes a group of men to Mexico because they hear about this grand city called Tenochtitlan. Remember, we learned about Tenochtitlan? Tenochtitlan was that city that was made by the Aztecs that started out as an island. And remember, this is where they saw the eagle would land on the cactus with the snake in its mouth, and this was the grand city that they built. And so basically, Hernan Cortez and his men, they hear about this city. They want to go check it out. They want to go see what kind of riches and gold they have. And so they leave where they were stationed, and they weren't supposed to leave. But Cortez is like, I got to see this city. And if it's real, then we can plunder it and make tons of money for our country. So they leave and they go there. And so when they reach Tenochtitlan, Cortez actually says when they land in Mexico, what is today Mexico, when they land outside of the shore, he says to burn the boats. And this is what he's most famous for. He basically says there is no turning back. Either we're going to win, conquer the Aztecs, or we're going to die in this new mysterious world called Tenochtitlan. So this is a famous thing for Cortez. It's called burn the boats. Basically, it means there is no turning back. It is we are going to win or die. And so when they reach Tenochtitlan, he meets a leader of the Aztecs, this fellow right here, and his name is Montezuma. And you're going to see that Montezuma is kind of an interesting leader for the Aztecs. And you're going to see that Cortez and his men actually kidnap Montezuma in order to take control of Tenochtitlan. And this leads, when they kidnap Montezuma, which this picture is kind of portraying, it leads to an all-out war between the Spanish conquistadors. Conquistadors are the guys that wore helmets and armor like that. And it leads to an all-out war with the Aztecs. The Aztecs outnumbered the Spanish conquistadors by over a million. So it is a very, very uneven fight. However, the Spanish, they have something the Aztecs don't have. They have guns, they have horses, they have cannons, they have much more advanced weaponry than the Aztecs. And so what you're going to see, what you're going to see is that the Aztecs lose Tenochtitlan and the Spanish are going to conquer pretty much all of this area that is today Mexico. And so they'll start exploring more of Mexico after that. And if you wonder why Mexico speaks Spanish today, it all centers around this thing, this battle right here between the conquistadors and the Aztecs and Hernan Cortez. And so you will see that since the Aztecs lose, they become kind of enslaved by the Spanish, and the Spanish completely take over. All right, so that's what you're going to be learning today. You're learning about Mr. Cortez and how the Spanish conquered the Aztecs. All right, see you tomorrow.